Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on a chilling true crime story. Today, we're diving deep into a case that's as recent as it is unsettling. A story that unfolded just days ago, involving love gone horribly wrong, a home invasion, and a life tragically cut short. But here's where it gets truly haunting. What would drive a man to break into the same house twice in one day? And what dark secrets were lurking behind the walls of what seemed like an ordinary home? If you're as intrigued as I am to unravel this mystery, give this video a thumbs up and let's get into it. Alright, guys, let's dive into the background of this chilling case. Trust me, you'll want to know these details to fully grasp the gravity of what happened. First off, let's talk about the people involved. Jasmyn Lambert was not just anyone. She was a 37-year-old beloved third-grade teacher at Still Elementary in Cobb County Schools. On the other side, we have Tyron Lambert, a 42-year-old man from Paulding County, Georgia. Now, here's where it gets complicated. Tyron and Jasmyn were estranged at the time of the incident. Yes, they were husband and wife but were living separately. Tyron allegedly forced his way into Jasmyn's home not once, but twice in a single day, and the outcome was tragic. Jasmyn was fatally shot. This horrific event unfolded on October 28, 2023, and Tyron was subsequently arrested by deputies from the Paulding County Sheriff's Office. The incident has left the local community in shock, especially given Jasmyn's role as a teacher. Alright, let's get into the heart of this story, the incident itself. This is where things take a dark and tragic turn. On the morning of October 27th, a second 911 call came in at 7:12 a.m. The caller indicated that Tyron Lambert was back at the residence. Now, get this, he had forced his way into the home through the same back door he had entered through in a previous incident. And yes, he was armed with a gun again. But that's not all. Tyron reportedly threatened multiple people inside the home with his gun. Upon learning that someone had contacted the authorities, he fled the scene before deputies arrived. The sheriff's office immediately filed a report and sought arrest warrants for Tyron Lambert. And here's the most chilling part. Deputies heard a gunshot as they arrived, but before they could even enter the home, Jasmyn Lambert died hours later. Now, let's talk about the police investigation, because this is where things start to come together. The Paulding County Sheriff's Office received not one, but two 911 calls. The first call was alarming enough, but it was the second call at 7:12 a.m. that really escalated things. The caller indicated that Tyron Lambert had returned and forced his way into the residence through the same back door as before. And yes, he was armed again. Upon hearing that law enforcement had been contacted, Tyron Lambert fled the scene. But the police were quick to act. They filed a report and immediately sought arrest warrants for Tyron. And here's the kicker, as deputies arrived at the scene, they heard a gunshot even before they could enter the home. Jasmyn Lambert unfortunately died hours later, and Tyron Lambert was subsequently arrested. Now, let's talk about the legal side of things, because justice needs to be served. Tyron Lambert is facing a slew of charges. He stands accused of one count each of murder, family violence, malice murder, home invasion, burglary, criminal damage to property, and obstruction. That's a lot to unpack, and it shows the gravity of his alleged actions. According to the Paulding County Sheriff's Office, arrest warrants were immediately sought. Now, let's talk about the ripple effect this tragic incident has had on the community. Jasmyn Lambert was a beloved third-grade teacher at Still Elementary in Cobb County Schools. Her loss has left a void that's hard to fill. Parents, students, and colleagues are all in a state of shock and mourning. But it doesn't stop there. The incident has also raised concerns about domestic violence and the safety of women in the community. Friends and family are devastated, and many have taken to social media to express their grief and call for justice. This case serves as a grim reminder that domestic violence can escalate quickly and have fatal consequences. It's a wake-up call for the community, and it's sparking conversations about the importance of taking action and speaking up. Now, let's get into some analysis. This is where we can really dig deep and try to make sense of this tragic event. First off, the fact that Tyron Lambert broke into the same house twice in one day is both brazen and alarming. It suggests a level of desperation and perhaps even premeditation. Secondly, the charges against Tyron are extensive, including family violence and cruelty to children. This paints a picture of a man who was not only a threat to his estranged wife, but potentially to others in the household as well. It raises questions about the history of their relationship and what led to this boiling point. Lastly, the impact on the community cannot be overstated. Jasmyn was a beloved teacher, and her loss will be felt deeply. It's a stark reminder that domestic violence is an issue that can affect anyone, even those who seem to have it all together on the surface. In my opinion, this case serves as a grim lesson about the importance of recognizing the signs of domestic abuse and taking them seriously. It's a wake-up call for everyone to be more vigilant and proactive in addressing this pervasive issue. Let's talk about how the public is reacting to this case. The news has sent shockwaves through social media, with many expressing their grief and outrage. Hashtags like Justice for Jasmyn are trending, and people are sharing resources on domestic violence awareness. The public is clearly shaken, and the demand for justice is loud and clear. As for what's next, Tyron Lambert is awaiting further legal proceedings. While we don't have a specific court date yet, this case is far from over. The long-term implications could include changes in how domestic violence cases are handled, both legally and socially. To wrap things up, this case is a tragic example of how quickly domestic violence can escalate. It's a wake-up call for everyone and a grim reminder that we need to take action. From the police investigation to the community impact, this case has layers that we'll be unpacking for a long time. Alright, guys, that's it for today's video. If you found this informative or thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe for more true crime stories. And let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.